For staying on. Build One South Africa has joined the voices of other political parties as well as activists in strong opposition to the City of Cape Town's proposed tariff increases set to take effect in July. On Friday, the party held a protest outside the Civic Centre and submitted formal objections to the mayor's office. Build One South Africa is also calling for an extension of the public participation deadline, which currently ends today. Here to discuss this further, I'm joined by Roger Solomons, Build One South Africa spokesperson. Roger, good to have you, and thank you very much for coming on. Many have said instead of getting consent from the public, the City of Cape Town has sought to use coercion, really, to bring people to support this budget. What's your view?
Absolutely. Good afternoon to you, good sir, and to all the viewers. As Bold One SA, we are saying no to the proposed tariff hikes by the City of Cape Town. The proposed hikes is an increase in rates, almost 8%, about 11% increase in water and sanitation, and an average 27% increase in electricity. And this is unacceptable. People, Capetonians and families already have to struggle, putting food on the table and having to pay for school fees and transport. There's no way any Cape Townian right now can afford a double-digit tariff increase. Yeah.
The mayor says, though, it is a moral imperative, if I were to put it that way. It benefits everybody. It prioritizes the poor. So the middle class, those who have, should actually be willing to do this in order to really support and future-proof the infrastructure.
Well, what the City of Cape Town is trying to do is a good thing. But we absolutely don't buy that. If any increase, it should at least be inflation aligned. And the so-called budget of hope, which the mayor is constantly beating that drum, it's a hopeful budget. It's clumsy. It's been put together without proper thought, and it's kind of insensitive. There's no way that you can increase the tariff hike by double digits. So we believe as BOSA that at least there needs to be some proper thought and process into it. I've just heard that the public participation process has not been extended. The City of Cape Town has shut that down. So we will definitely be looking at other avenues legally so to ensure that every Cape Town family cannot afford this double-digit tariff hike by the City of Cape Town.
So the mayor says these are not necessarily new charges, that which you are calling double-digit. He's saying it's simply an unbundling of the cost for transparency. So these are not new costs. What is your response to that?
Well, Thabo, besides the increase in water and sanitation, the average increase in electricity, rates are going up. There's this so-called citywide cleaning tariff as well that Capetonians are being hit with. So we look past the terminology and the tiptoeing around. We're calling for transparency, and we are asking that if the City of Cape Town really needs the money and the funds, they need to trim down on some of the departments, streamline departments. And as BOSA, we are saying, freeze the bonuses of top execs in the City of Cape Town and get the monies there. But it is unfair that Cape Town families, especially the working class, needs to be hit by a double tariff increase that's aligned to your property value. I'm yet to see anywhere in the world, in any city, that your tariff hikes are aligned to the property value. It's just unfair, it's unjust. And as Cape Town, we can't afford this at all.
So, are you of the view that they are using that ownership of property as a new tax base?
Absolutely, absolutely. And very cleverly so, because what they've done is, besides the property value, we know in Cape Town that is just on the increase all the time. They are finding it now okay to link this tariff hike with the value of your property, which is insane. And we are also saying that it's double standard. It is the very same DA-led City of Cape Town in Johannesburg and Tshwane that's throwing their toys out of their cot, that's bashing the administration there for a fraction of the tariff increase as what they are hitting Cape Town with here in Cape Town. It is unjust. It is not fair. It is a budget that is out of touch with the lived realities of so many Cape Town families and working Capetonians.
So in your view, three or four things here that I'm picking up. Rates are outpacing incomes. The property owners are being squeezed. You're saying community consent has not been thoroughly and meaningfully sought. But not only that, also you are raising the issue of the bloated municipal payroll. Just expand a little bit on that.
Well, we are saying that we know that the city of Cape Town, and they've got the bragging rights of the best run municipality in South Africa and this world-class municipality. And I think maybe that is the problem. You know, the mayor, together with the administration, is trying to build a New York city without the context of the current city at the moment. And we are saying that we know that they can streamline some of the departments. We are saying that if there are no monies, freeze the bonuses for the top executives, because this budget of hope, which the mayor is adamant on, is rather a hopeful budget. It is a hopeless budget, actually. The public participation process for the past 3 weeks, we've been doing door-to-door community engagement, engaging with ratepayers across racial lines. And 99% of Capetonians didn't even know, one, about the rates that's going up. Two, they were like, how do they participate? How do they reject this thing? And we demanded at least that the public participation process be extended. I've just heard an hour ago that it's not being extended. It's a tick box exercise. And I mean, the officials are okay with it. But as Cape Town, we are saying no to this budget. We cannot afford a double-digit increase.
What would be the consequence of these decisions?
Well, the consequences is that you are forcing a family in Langa, Mandela Park, in Mitchell's Plain, Retreat, Sunningdale, you're forcing that family, a working class family, to now choose between putting food on the table, transport, electricity, quality of life, to now having to just make ends meet. And we're saying this is very, very unfair by the city. It is insensitive, and it is very disheartening that they see it fit to hit Cape Town with a double-digit tariff increase without proper consultation, without any buy-in. And our formal submission we've made, together with many, many other Cape Town organizations and ratepayers, has given other proposals and ways for the city to get the monies. But we don't buy that the working class needs to be hit so that we can provide better services to middle and low income households in Cape Town.
Talk to us about those alternatives. If this budget was to genuinely be a reflection of the will of the people, what would that localized planning, not an imposition, look like?
Well, I think it allows Cape Town an opportunity to truly consult with the various stakeholders in Cape Town and consult with Cape Town to find out what other avenues there are. The city of Cape Town is obsessed with infrastructure capital to make this Cape Town a so-called world-class city. And we are saying, yes, we want to see Cape Town progress, but we need to consult, we need to look at other avenues, and we can start by trimming down these bloated departments that they have. We can start by freeing up spending to ensure that Capetonians, the working class, doesn't have to be hit harder to foot the ball.
Now, of course, what is at the heart of this, others are calling a systemic underinvestment in infrastructure, but also deferred maintenance. What's your view on how the city has been delivering services?
Well, the city of Cape Town is a city of two. Definitely the parity of service delivery in Cape Town it's so visible. And that is unfortunate. And we are saying as BOSA that we need to ensure parity of services in terms of service delivery. We need to ensure that if we want to make Cape Town attractive, Cape Town doesn't just end in the CDB, Atlantic Seaboard, or the waterfront. Cape Town extends to Langa, to Mitchell's Plain, Lavendale, etc. So we want investment in the entire Cape Town. We are mindful of the influx of people, coming to Cape Town, but we don't buy that the middle class needs to be hit to pay for those services. So we believe that yes, infrastructure is important. We need to invest in infrastructure, but we also believe that monies are there. City of Cape Town needs to lobby a provincial government, national government, if they need to, and ensure that a double-digit tariff increase no Capetonian can afford right now.
Roger, appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on. That's Roger Solomons, BOSA's spokesperson there, on the proposed tariff hikes in the city of Cape Town.